Are there things happening in your life now, or are there people in your life now, and they're okay, but you feel like they could be better, but you kind of get the feeling that whatever's going on, whatever situation you're in right now, there's kind of like a, well, this is just my fate. This just must be how it's supposed to be, and what is the point in even trying to do anything different? Now, if you do, or if you have, this tap is for you. So what we're going to do is you're going to tap where I tap, you're going to repeat what I say. Now, EFT works the best the more specific you can be. Now, I don't know what your specific circumstances are, so by necessity, this tap is going to be quite general. The way you're going to make it much more specific to you is, as we do this tapping, I'm going to ask you to hold in your mind what's going on in your life at the moment, what you're not particularly happy with, what you wish you could change, but what's the point? It must be your fate. Hold that in your mind and allow yourself to notice how it makes you feel as we go through this tapping, and that will make it more pertinent, more specific to your current situation. So starting on the side of the hand, and just take a breath. And just take a moment to have a think about what it is in your life that is kind of okay, but could be better. Maybe you've kind of got enough money, but you could do with some more, or maybe you've got friends, but there's no one really like special. Just like it's okay, but you just feel a little bit sad or lonely, but like not so much to be a huge issue. Just really tune into that for a moment. Just allow that to come up. Just notice what in your life makes you nervous. Maybe you kind of force yourself to go out. Maybe you should be mingling and being a social butterfly, but actually it really scares you, but you make yourself do it. And you've got all that nervous anxiety around it. Maybe it's something else. But just allow yourself, if you need to close your eyes to do this, please do so. Just allow yourself to think about it now. Just allow yourself to kind of play a movie of your life in your mind. And as you play that movie, notice how your body reacts. Notice any areas of tension or tightness or knotting. And just say hello to them. Hello. Say hello to those feelings in your body. Feelings that perhaps don't feel very nice, that perhaps you've tried to push down or away. But just take a moment and just welcome them. They're allowed to be there. Hello. Give them permission to be there. You're allowed to be here. I feel you. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to heal you. So if I can't feel you, how can I heal you? And just allow yourself to breathe into those feelings in your body. And it's okay if they start to intensify. That's normal. It's okay. You're okay. We're going to be tapping through it. We're going to bring the stress and anxiety down around them. If they're not intensifying or you can't feel anything, that's okay too. Just keep running that movie in your mind of how your life is, and notice the areas that you aren't too happy about. And then just repeating after me. Even though life's kind of okay, but there are so many areas that could be better. But I guess this is just my fate. I should just succumb to it. And I choose to love and accept myself. Even though sometimes I can feel really sad and lonely. But I do have some friends. I'm sure other people are much worse off than me. And maybe this is just my fate to be in this position. What's the point in fighting it? I choose to love and accept myself anyway. even though this must be my fate. I've kind of resigned myself to it. I don't see how I can make any changes. If I'm honest, maybe I'm a bit scared of making changes. So if I convince myself it's just my fate, I get out of having to do anything about it. I'm a genius. And I choose to love and accept myself. And coming up to your eyebrow. Ah, this is just my fate, Claire. Things are okay, but they could be so much better. But not for me. I might as well just resign myself to my fate. What's the point in trying to make any changes? This must just be my fate. And what a genius I am thinking that. I am really getting myself out of a sticky situation with this. If I can convince myself it's just my fate, I don't have to do anything about it. Because what's the point? And that doesn't make me bad or stupid. I really am a bit of a genius for this. I don't have to try. Thank God, because trying is scary. If I try, I might get it wrong. If I try, I might fail. If I try, I might succeed. And maybe, to my subconscious, that's even scarier. Because I don't know who that version of me is. I know who this version of me is. And even though I might grumble about my circumstances, I might wish it wasn't my fate, this life is very familiar to me. This way of feeling is very familiar to me. And that feels safe. Maybe not consciously, but to my subconscious, familiar is safe. So I might grumble and wish things were different. But I've set up this amazing excuse not to change them. I've set up this amazing excuse not to be responsible. Because it's just my fate. And everyone knows you can't fight fate. But is it really just my fate? What am I actually afraid of here? Am I afraid of trying and finding out that it really is my fate? Or am I afraid of actually changing something? Am I afraid of taking responsibility? Because it's okay if I am. Being responsible can be really scary. And I choose not to judge myself for it. Of course, all I'm doing here is trying to protect myself. And maybe I don't think I'm deserving of change. Maybe I don't think I'm worth any more than what I've got. And I'm 100% right with that. I can see it in my external environment. I will always have what I think I'm worthy of. So maybe this isn't my fate. Maybe this is just me not believing I'm worth more. And there might be all sorts of reasons for that. Maybe in the past someone told me I wasn't worth more. Maybe so much shit has happened, I really don't believe that I'm worth more. Maybe part of me is afraid of being worth more. Because if I believe I'm worth more, I might stick out. And I choose to love myself anyway. There's a little part of me deep inside who really doesn't believe they're valuable. Who really doesn't believe they're worth it. Who really doesn't believe they deserve more. And I choose to forgive that part. I'm sorry you don't think you're worth it. I'm so sorry you don't believe you're valuable. I'm so sorry you don't believe you deserve more. I'm so sorry people made you feel like that. And I'm so sorry you believed them. I'm so sorry you've been struggling with this. Please forgive me for being unconscious to it. Please forgive me for not searching you out sooner. If I'm honest, I haven't really wanted to. I don't really want to say out loud that I don't think I'm worth it. But if my outer life is a reflection of my internal beliefs, I have to start questioning it. Maybe this isn't fate. Maybe this is more about self-love. And maybe that feels really difficult. And I choose to forgive myself. I choose to forgive myself. I choose to not close to being worth more. I choose to not close to believing I'm valuable. Even if I don't know how that feels. Even if I don't know how to do that. Even if I don't know what to do. Even if I'm scared of doing it. I just choose to not close to it. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. But I still want to believe this is my fate. I still want to hold on to that. Because it's a really effective safety net. And I know it's effective because here I am. The thought of believing it's not my fate makes me feel very nervous. The thought of trying to change makes me feel very nervous. And my inner voice is giving me all sorts of wonderful reasons to not do it. Not because it's evil. It's just trying to protect me the only way it knows how. And that's to keep me in a space that is familiar. And it's just felt like too much effort to fight it. Maybe I haven't known how to fight it. Maybe I don't have to fight it. What if this is not about fighting? What if this is about accepting who I am right now? What if this is accepting who I am and where I am right now? And maybe one of the reasons I'm suffering so much with this is because I haven't wanted to or can't accept myself. And that feels really bad. So I'll blame it on fate instead. It gets me off the hook in so many ways. And I've really convinced myself about it. I am super convincing. But what if it's just a story? What if it's just a story? What if I told myself a different story? Even if I don't know what that is. Maybe I can be open to a different story. Or maybe I can't. It really is entirely up to me. I don't have to change anything. I can stay exactly as I am if I want to. I give myself that permission. I don't have to change anything. I don't have to feel worthy and deserving. The worthy and deserving police aren't going to come and arrest me. I give myself permission to stay exactly as I am. I also give myself permission to make a change if I want to. And maybe that change starts with doubting the doubt. Oh, this is my fate. Is it? Who says? Who says this is just my fate? Me? Just me? What if that's not right? Oh, but Claire, I love to be right. I need to be right. If I prove this is not my fate, I'm proving myself wrong. And I'm going to stop you right there. I don't like being wrong. So I'm going to go out of my way to prove to myself this is my fate. Even if it's not. Maybe. Maybe I can just start by feeling a bit calmer about it. Maybe I can start by just questioning it. Maybe instead of why me, I shift to how do I change? And maybe it's okay for me to do that. Maybe I am worth that. And maybe I can choose to be open to finding out. And take a breath. And just notice how you feel. Maybe run that movie of how your life is at the moment through your head again. Notice what's changed about it. Notice what's changed in the feelings you feel around it, the way your body responds to it. And I really do encourage you to start getting curious. Who said this was your fate? How did they know? Are they right? Could they be wrong? Just start questioning, just start getting curious. And if you've got any why questions, like why me, why am I so sad, why does this always happen, shift the why to a how. How do I feel happier? How do I make a change? It's much more empowering. So let me know how you get on with that. Leave any comments you've got, and I'll see you soon.